There's nothing quite like coming together and sticking it to the man for a great cause and having a great time. And I'll tell you what, nothing quite hits that mark for me like SMW Kaizo ROM hacking. And you all are in for a treat, an absolute treat, because we have one of the best to ever do it here, playing one of the hardest to ever be made. Everybody, please give it up for Shovda with JokerShellOK.
Hi, I'm Shovda, and I'm surrounded by canines. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Fletcher. You can also call me Fletcher's a furry, but that's much longer. I was clapping for Shovda, but you couldn't hear it.
Yeah, and I'm Equinox of Spirits. We're here. We love Kaizo. We love JokerShellOK. We love seeing Shovda just crush games. And fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
All right, I'm gonna get going. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun.
Thank you. I will be letting my commentators do most of the commentating because this is very difficult.
It's a very difficult run.
In case y'all didn't already see that or know that, it's already getting out there, and it's going to be even more ridiculous from here. I'm here to kind of be the every dog, the kind of viewer analog, because I am not a Kaizo player, unlike Shovda, as you are very much seeing, and Equinox, who you will see very soon. And Shovda one-shot that level before I could even finish giving that bit. That was incredible.
So there's a lot of shells in this game. That level was a lot of shells, just pretty normal stuff, all things considered. This one is going to be similar, but we've got this spiny here that Shovda is going to be following for the entire level, making sure that there's a path. It involves using the spin jump in Super Mario World to stay on top and just kind of ride it along.
And for any repeat watchers of Kaizo, you may know that, again, these are very, very challenging ROM hacks of Mario levels. So any time that you see either of our runners today get through the level without any deaths, I want you to pop off like there is no tomorrow in chat.
Yes, and for those who are well-versed in Super Mario World mechanics and physics, there are two changes that are kind of important for this. The first one is when you see Shovda jumping off of that P-switch, normally that is a one-frame thing. In this particular level, and I think in this particular game, I could be corrected if I'm wrong, that's actually an 8-frame trick. So it's a little bit more lenient. And the second thing is that normally when you spin jump off of Koopa shells and things like that, you'll just crush them and fall through. In this, Shovda will actually bounce off of them very high, and that is a good clear. Two down.
It is 8 frames throughout the whole hack, for sure.
Okay. It is 8 frames throughout the whole hack. So whenever you see Shovda jumping off of a P-switch, it is a little lenient. It is not that lenient.
Oh, so that makes it easier, right? That means all this stuff is just very straightforward.
Oh yes, it's super easy. I'm sure that anyone can just do this. So this level has what is called the shell board, which is like a shell but a skateboard, and you can see it here, just kind of riding it along, and it's really pretty, I would say. What do you think, Fletch?
Yeah, and just incredible practice here to be throwing those blocks in order to toggle the blocks that are blocking the way, and boom, get right through. Nicely done, Shovda.
Y'all,
Very nicely
you want to know
done.
what else is pretty?
Oh, I do. Yeah, tell me.
We just hit $16,000 raised for the Immigrant Rapid Response Fund.
Heck yeah.
Incredible.
Heck yeah.
Incredible. Y'all, if you didn't see how fast we're going, I hope that gives you a sense of how long we have to hit this Dishonored run, and we are almost at $600 there, thanks in part to donations like this $50 donation from Rod, who says, fuck ice. We have a $10 donation from Handstands, who says, fuck ice. Let's go Shovda. And we have a $25 donation from Ozzy Camus, who says, good luck Shovda. Also, fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
So you're all so right, besties. All of you besties out there.
So this is a secret exit that will take Shovda to a Switch Palace, which is required to finish the run. This area is called Baby Shells, and it was taken from the creator of this hack, Noiso's, one of the earlier games, Baby Kaizo World. And Shovda just showed how it was all baby shells there.
For this level, which I'm going to try to pronounce here, Reingestult Palace, the creator is German, and I, on the other hand, am not. I don't have a lot of pronunciation here. But these gray shells, unlike most shells, are not actually going to interact with each other, which is how Shoved is going to pull them along with her for so much of these levels in order to hop on them, juggle them. You may have seen that shell also that was green that had a number that can only be bounced on a limited number of times.
Yep, and it's not just other shells that the gray shells don't interact with, it is any sprite. So those spinies at the end, had Shovda not spun over them and tried to use the shell, it would not have worked. A little bit of a troll for a game like this. But after this, we are back to Springtime Cavern to get the rest of the level done. This is among the hardest levels in the game, I believe. It has a lot of very tight tricks. It has a lot of obstacles that are hard to deal with. And you'll kind of see that it largely revolves around these springboards that both affect Mario and bounce him around, but also affect shells and kick them around.
Yeah, this is easily, in a casual playthrough, just to mention, the hardest level in the hack. It won't be in the speedrun, but in casual play, I've watched very good players take upwards of 20 to 30 hours on this level.
That's incredible. I was telling folks before the run that I loosely considered trying to do the first level of both of the hacks that we have here today. I opted not to do that for time's sake, but it would have been to kind of give you an idea of what a normal person is like when they're not as practiced at Kaizo as Shovda is here.
Yeah, and you'll see kind of a lot of difficulty with these springboards around. With these springboards, they're a little bit finicky in Super Mario World, and therefore also in the ROM hacks of Super Mario World, where you kind of have to really position them to get the exact behavior that you want when you try to bounce off of them. Similarly, when you're using them to move the shells, you need to make sure that they're all in the good place. And getting that Yoshi is extremely difficult. And that was wonderful. This is called a mid-air jump, mid-air shell jump. Shoved is going to be pause buffering to make that a little bit easier. But yeah, this is just, it is an incredibly difficult level, and this is incredible play.
While we're going through this, BD, would you care to do some donations or announcements?
You know what else is incredible is we're over $700 towards that $2,000 incentive for Dishonored, and y'all, Shoved is moving, so we don't have that much time left, but we are making some great progress, thanks in part to this $30 donation from Blue Ribbon High Life. Excited to watch Shovda kill it as per usual. Mario is going to melt ice, because even in the Mushroom Kingdom, fuck, ice. That might be some foreshadowing for a level coming up here in a bit. We have a $25 donation from Kergaby. Gotta get that run upgraded. We need more Dishonored and more teleporting. And we have a $15 donation from Argic, who says, dogs? I had two Wonder Numpty boxers named TJ and Rojo. They fought over tennis balls. Good luck with the marathon from over here in Scotland, as we love to shout, freedom!
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice. Thank you everyone for your donations. Also important to point out that you can see the estimate for this is 40 minutes, but this is Kaizo, it's very high volatility. We could be here for 40 minutes, we could be here for 20, so do not delay in getting those donations in and help us with Dishonored. I adore that game. It is very fun. I really want to see it in this marathon. All I'm saying is that Corvo Atano would brook no delay with getting rid of ice.
That is very true. We are also a big fan of Dishonored. So get those donations in. And... sorry, I had a thought there, and it disappeared.
No worries.
So yeah.
That tends to happen when Kaizo is going at this good of a level. I do have some more love coming in.
Please, yes.
Please.
Yeah, we have $50 from I Have One Big Eye, Kaizo Good, Ice Bag. Fuck ice. Thank you, Big Eye. We also have $25 from Carrarium. I love Kaizo. I fucking hate ice. Abolish ice immediately. No human is illegal. Keep fighting. Love you all. Let's keep up this energy all weekend. And y'all, that's right. This is going on all weekend. This is day one, and we are over $16,000 raised for the Women's Foundation of Minnesota Immigrants Rapid Relief Fund, and we are closing in on we're just about to $750 towards that $2,000 Dishonored Any Percent upgrade to all collectibles, y'all. This is such good work, and y'all, we still do not have that much time because we're gaming really hard here. As hard as this looks to you, I promise you, it is as hard. And the fact that we're moving this fast is a testament to just some incredible gameplay.
We will get this eventually. I promise.
We will.
I have faith.
We will. We have faith.
Somewhat's
We
going to
have
be
faith.
here is the strange behavior of springs that I have to imagine, and I'm curious, Equinox, if you have some perspective on this. As someone who does run Kaizo, as previously mentioned, I am very much not. It almost feels like there's some degree of like visual delay in Mario catching up to the movement of the spring that I have to imagine makes it so much harder to time all of this kind of movement.
It makes it very hard to visually time it. You do kind of get a muscle memory sort of thing there. But I believe what it is that after letting go of a spring, and I know this is true with shells, there is a delay in when Mario will be able to interact with it. So I think it's related to that, but honestly, I'm not sure. Happy to be corrected. Let's see. Yeah, springs in this game can be somewhat vexing and a little bit of a difficulty until practicing with them a lot. We are not super good at it. Chubb is great at it, as you can see. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very, the spring drops feel almost like luck. It's one of those things that's so precise that you can't tell the difference. Oh my gosh. Between luck and skill at a certain point. But it's definitely the Yoshi grab that is tripping me up right now. It requires bouncing off of the right side of the spring and then doing a little left-right around the time you get to the Yoshi. So it is very precise to actually get him how you want.
Yeah, it's a very tight obstacle that has a lot of inputs all very quickly in a row. One of the other things that's maybe not super obvious about springboards in Super Mario World is that once you land on them, once you are in the process of bouncing, you are not able to control your horizontal position. And so wherever you land, you better hope that you landed on the correct thing, because otherwise you're not going to be able to adjust. And that adds yet another difficulty with these little sprites.
That's even worse than I thought. I did not know that you lost the control of your horizontal motion during that. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like once you get into that animation, you're just kind of stuck there. And especially with a level like this level is very long, and so you have to do a lot of things that are all very difficult for the entire thing, and then it ends with that midair trick, which normally is a very difficult trick anyway. But to have that after all of this is just... You can see why this is the most difficult level that people play in this.
Yeah,
I do have some love coming in.
Yes,
if you want to share. Yeah. Which I said earlier, we're almost at $750. Y'all, we're at $772 towards that $2,000 incentive. Can we get to 1,000? I think we can get to 1,000 here pretty soon. Thanks in part to donations like this $25 donation from Sunev, donating from Chicago, where at least 9,000 people want to name our snowplows Abolish Ice.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
Keep that up.
We also have a $5 donation from Tater Dash. Ice must be destroyed. Also, get that Dishonored incentive. That's like my favorite game. And y'all, in order to help us, when you're donating, don't forget to apply your donation to an incentive. After you enter your amount, click incentives at the bottom of the page. then the incentive you'd like, such as, let's say, the Dishonored upgrade to all collectibles, make sure you select it and then hit the add button. You can type !incentives in chat to see which ones are open now and which ones will be open as you're watching throughout the weekend. And also, I have an important update here. I have a $13.12 donation from the Valiant Son. My cat wanted to remind chat, fuck ICE.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you to Jess's cat, Cassie. Yes, you're so right. Fuck ICE.
I like that you know that cat personally.
I've actually...
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, absolutely. I have met that cat. That is not true of most cats.
No, but you have met quite a few cats.
Yeah. I do like that nothing statement of, it is in fact true that of the presumably millions of cats in the world, I have not met more than 51% of them.
That you know of.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I don't like the prospect that those cats know me. Fletcher, dog famous among cats. And a bit selfishly, for that Dishonored all collectibles upgrade, I have seen speedruns of Dishonored. They're super, super fun. It's got some very silly elevators and like super, super cool tech with the abilities in that game. I have never seen an all collectibles run, so please grant my wish specifically and help to donate to abolish ICE, you know, on some level.
!donate in chat if you want to help us. We've already raised over $16,000 for the Women's Foundation of Minnesota Immigrant Rapid Response Fund, and y'all, it's so incredible to see. I do have more donations coming in. We have a $25 donation with no comment, but an anonymous donor giving $25 to the Rapid Immigrant Response Fund. And
Boom.
hey, we're out.
Got there.
We're out of
Finally,
there.
finally, it took a little bit, but there we go. Sorry to cut you off.
No, this is great news. We also have a $100 donation from Rod. No comment, but no comment necessary. And we have a $10 donation from Ian Keith. I'm getting the sense that, hold on, let me check my notes here. Hold on, flips pages. Yeah, here it is. Fuck ICE. Okay, good. Now that we got that cleared up, where was I?
Write that down. Write that down.
You know,
Yeah.
I saw a picture from the protest today, the march in Minneapolis, and I want to share the line on a sign I saw, which is, they've got ICE, we've got Jaden McDaniels.
I'm sorry. Who?
Can we
He's
get some
a
love for
player.
the Minnesota Timberwolves in chat,
For the
please?
Minnesota Timberwolves. Nas
Okay, got it.
fucking Reed.
Nas
fuck
Reed.
ICE.
A, fuck ice. B, in this level, you can see that there's this kind of rising and falling poison tide thing. That is controlled by the on-off switches that Shovda is hitting there. So when it's on or off, it looks like on goes up, off goes down. And really, this whole level is about managing the poison tide levels and kind of moving on and getting through. Because if you touch it, you die. And once you die in the
I still think it
game,
was Jello.
This is the first
Wow.
time I've noticed that it's on when it's going up. I have never paid attention to that before.
we have watched you play this game hundreds of times at this point. We didn't know that until just now either.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I love SMW.
SMW is great.
You know what else is great? We're over $1,200 towards that $2,000 incentive, y'all.
Hey,
We're
let's
moving.
go.
Thanks in
you,
part
chat.
to this generous $500 donation from the Spirits. We'd love to put something clever here, but all we can really say is go Shovda. We're rooting for you. Show those shells who's boss. Fuck ICE.
Thank you.
Fuck ice. Thank you,
Whoever that is,
Spirits.
I really agree
Whoever
with
that was.
Fuck ICE.
It sounds like a Mario player, honestly. Just
Well, I really
has
appreciate
that,
it, whoever they are. Whoever that is.
yeah, we appreciate them too.
We appreciate all the Mario players in this house tonight.
Yeah, the Mario community knows what's up. And you know what's up. Fuck ice.
Hopefully not the water level. Oh, also that, yes.
Yeah, hopefully not. So this is kind of the end here, and right through that pipe, and there we go. Right to the goal. Yay! I love the little things that are kind of hiding in the bricks there. They just want to see.
It's the lurkers in chat.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know, that just represents all the lurkers in chat who are hanging out. So this is all about these little boo rings and making sure that you do not hit them as you're using the shells and the sprites that they're rotating around.
And this level, once again, prominently featuring those shells that, in some cases, have a limited number of bounces. Fortunately, this blue one has that nice little infinite bounces on it. But we still need to deal with all the cycle-based gameplay while we are bouncing over it, and, oh, beautifully done.
Easy enough. Oh, and we're missing the checkpoint intentionally. Shovda is confident about this boss fight.
Absolutely.
As well she should be. So this is very different from most of the King Boo fights that you will see in Super Mario World. In basically every way, it is a custom boss. There are multiple phases. There are these little platforming challenges between different phases, and it culminates in this little area here, where you again have this silver shell. And the silver shell similarly does not interact with other sprites, except for the King Boo, luckily. But you want to preserve it for the last hit, because if you use it, you lose it. Which is very strange, given the other things that you use and don't lose. But, yes, the goal over there is to get the blocks, pick them up, throw them at the Boo, and move on from there. And eventually she will use the gray shell to attack the Boo.
I got a question from chat, actually, if you've got a second, Spirits.
What's up?
Shoved. I guess you can. We have some people asking, is this hack actually okay?
Oh, absolutely not.
Are any of us really okay?
Define okay, I
That was really
suppose.
depressing sounding.
It's ShellOK. It's ShellOK. It's actually JokerShellOK. Okay, so this level, the gimmick is these little snowflake blocks, where if you touch them or if a sprite touches them, whatever it does, freezes in place. This is the fuck ice level, because now we have a fire flower and a lot of ice, and Shovda's just gonna fuck them all up.
True. There's also an important small change made mechanically to the fire flower in this, where normally you could not drop a fireball while crouched, but you do need to in this level, so it has been enabled. Another one of those little small tweaks made by ROM hack creators, in this case Noioso, to make some interesting gameplay choices.
By the way, I really like, you said it's called JokerShellOK, and I just am imagining a Koopa shell with a Tom Selleck mustache.
You know,
Oh, it's just an eye in the ratio hack.
we would absolutely play that hack. But this section is kind of tough.
I got that joke. Loved it.
You know, it's 3 more than here. All right, and this is the end of the ice that we will be fucking for this moment. We will continue to fuck ice, but
Oh, absolutely.
we at least need to sit here and celebrate with the amount of ice that we have conquered and pushed back. And this is the reason that we went to that little side area in the last level. This is the other Switch Palace, and this is going to be required to get, again, to the end of the game. It uses a mechanic called motor skills. There will be a test on this that we will give you later. And what that means is, in Mario World, there are 2 types of jump. There's the regular jump and the spin jump. They have different things that you can do with them. They have different mechanics and feel. Normally, you cannot change what type of jump you are in once you have made the jump. But in this, with motor skills, while in the air, you can press the other jump button and it will change what you're doing. So if you are spinning and you press the regular jump button, you will suddenly not be spinning anymore, and vice versa.
You may notice that
Again.
the shell that we're jumping on, as we hit it, it is swapping between having spikes and not having spikes. We need the spin jump to be able to survive a bounce off of that. And Shovda, again, clearing that while I'm explaining it, very nicely done.
Very, very nice. That's a fun-looking level. Motor Skills is a lot of fun.
It is.
Too
And
bad
we're gonna see the origin of it later.
Yeah. Spoilers.
And it's way back
Oh, that's
in
my
year of
bad.
2017.
No, you're fine. Entirely in jest. So now we're back to the...
Fledge made me feel so old. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry. There's only so much information that I have about the games that we are playing today, and I know that this one's from 2022 and the next one's from 2017.
That is true.
And
While we're back in the Snowflake Freeze, and while I am making BD grapple with mortality, would you also care to read us some donations or announcements?
Oh yes, anything to distract me from the coming passage of time. We have $100 from Bottom Text, who just says Shovda is the best. We have $10 from Terrible Observer. Go Shovda. I'll leave it to chat to say the thing. I'm going to assume that the thing in question is fuck ice. We have a $50 donation from Spock Rocket, Abolish ICE, and Trans Rights. And y'all, we are moving and grooving. We're over $1,400 towards that $2,000 upgrade to all collectibles incentive, y'all. Can we meet that by the time Shovda finishes this run? We can definitely get close. I want to see how we can do it. And y'all, we have just hit $17,000 raised for the Women's Foundations of Minnesota Immigrant Rapid Response Fund. Y'all, that is incredible. $17,000 raised, and we are still moving strong.
That's incredible. That's so
awesome.
much
Thank you,
money
folks.
so quickly. Thank you so much, everyone who has donated. It really means a lot.
Also, to respond to something I saw go by in chat, I was someone pointed out they caught my mistake in saying no yoso as the creator of this hack, which is I'm sure it's a mispronunciation no matter how I'll say it, but I definitely did insert an O that isn't there. It's more like no yeso, but I don't even know if that's the pronunciation because I'm pretty sure it's German.
no,
So if anyone else...
No,
it's apparently there are fewer syllables than I expected. It's no iso. Thank you, Jesus. Well, I'm guessing your name is Jesus Goose, given the spelling, but I might be wrong about that too. Who knows? In any case, we're in Storm Booster now. We're going really, really fast.
Alright, so this level is all about these boost blocks. They're very silly. When you touch them, you go very fast. Which, given this is a speedrun, is very, very handy, and it ends in that assisted midair where you're going so fast that you can just kind of throw the shell, catch up to it immediately, and bounce off of it. And Shovda just making that look incredibly easy there. Moving on
we have the hardest level in the hack.
Everyone hold your breath.
Wait for it.
Got this. Yes!
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go!
One shot.
One shot. Incredible. This has never happened
Absolutely
before.
incredible. Never.
But yeah, that level is just to make sure you've completed the Switch Palaces, basically.
Now, this level is special to me, and the reason there is that I was there at SGDQ watching Shovda play this level, and this was kind of one of the first times that that I'd actually looked at this game, and it looked absolutely ridiculous. Definitely above my pay grade. But Shovda, quote, went feral in the practice room and vowed to get this into an SGDQ run, or a GDQ run in general.
It ended up being a GDQ, but I am more than happy with that.
Absolutely, and here you're just making it look free.
All right, we got one more level left.
One more level that I'm that is going to go very quickly.
I squeeze in some quick donations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, we have $25 from Omega Matic. This is some amazing Mario skills. Go Shovda, and furthermore, ice must be destroyed. We also have a 1312 to the Women's Foundation of Minnesota from Zupador. Play Mario, trans your gender, abolish ice.
All highly recommended.
All highly recommended indeed. Fuck ice, abolish ice. With this level, it kind of combines the gimmicks from the previous one. So you've got the springboards, you've got motor skills, you've got the silver shells, you've got all sorts of things. And that just, once again, Shovda's very, very confident, not grabbing that midway. This is the boss. This is the boss.
Anonymous Koopalarve that the category is named for.
One fun thing I do want to mention just real quick to toot my own horn. You'll notice the estimate for this was 40 minutes. My PB / the record is just under 14 and a half minutes. There's a large variance in Kaizo runs, in marathons, stuff like that. I saw Mythrillionaire say in chat that it is one of the all-time great Kaizo speedruns, which I appreciate, and if I can toot my own horn, I agree.
I mean, it's endlessly impressive to watch.
It is. Yeah, we also have a lot of memories around watching you just work on this boss and thinking, wow, this looks really hard, and then realizing, oh, this is just the first part. Like, even this part felt extremely difficult when we were watching it.
Yeah, this is our first of 3 phases. This is the phase that is the most RNG dependent. The second and third are mostly, but not completely, deterministic by comparison. Yeah, if we can get some horn tooting in chat as well for Shovda going through this ridiculously difficult Kaizo runs, like one of the most difficult ROM hacks. There's probably a horn emote somewhere. Let's toot some horns.
Yeah, words don't really describe how difficult this hack is, and Shovda's just getting through the whole thing this quickly. It's beyond impressive. Okay, so now we've got phase 2, where we have this infinite use shell bouncing back and forth, and thwomps come out, and the thwomps just kind of, do stuff. And you use them to get up and be able to bounce on the Koopalarve. So you get those hits. Now there's 2 more, and more stuff happens. Now, not only do we have that shell back that switches back and forth between being a spiny shell and being not, and pretty soon we have the final hit time.
GG! Chat, please pop off for Shovda, everyone!
Incredible run, Shovda.
Thank you. Other than the one level, it was as good as I wanted. That one level, though, we had to delay just for more donations, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and we appreciate your contribution.
Oh, we appreciate it, and we're over $1,500 towards that $2,000 Dishonored incentive, y'all.
That tells me that when we bring up Equinox here momentarily for some more Kaizo, we just need to finish off that incentive, everyone.
It's true.
Yeah, and everyone here who's going to be coming back for that run, which is coming up right after this break. So please, y'all, don't go anywhere, because ICEBreaker will be right back.